Second half of March Madness Sweet 16 kicks off tonight at 7:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with NC State going up against Marquette Golden Eagles. This one, I do believe that Marquette's up-tempo attack is going to be almost too much for the short rotation that the NC State Wolfpack does have. Wolfpack hasn't been the best at transition defense in my opinion, watching these games. They are able to slow down a little bit of their teams, and if they can slow down Marquette's motion offense, and they can get them to not generate as much efficiency on the open shots behind the arc and the glass, it's very possible it could happen. State does have a big man on the inside that will slow down the Golden Eagles. He has been putting on a havoc inside the perimeter and on the offensive and defensive glass going into every game. But I'm actually going to take an upset. I'm taking NC State to win the game against the Golden Eagles. Next game, you got Gonzaga versus Purdue. Now, this game is a huge build-up. Purdue has been on a hot streak. This one's going to be who can shoot the ball last and who has a more accurate shot percentage behind the arc, on the glass, inside and out, in the post, you name it. It's going to be really, really offensive play, in my opinion. But, however, both of these teams have proven they can be dangerous behind the arc. Purdue has been the best three-pointing shooting team, I do believe, inside of March Madness. And Gonzaga has made a huge run at the mid-range shots. They'll have to rely on that, and they have to do that over Eddie. That's going to be a tough challenge for them, of course. The Boilermakers, they also have a 7'4" monster. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for them to get that done. But I could see the Bulldogs, they're going to rely on the big man as well. A good old Graham Ike. He only has played 44 minutes in the first weekend of the team, and it lightly challenged them against McNeese State in Kansas. But he would be a huge asset to them tonight if they want to get past Purdue. I'm going to take a Bulldog Gonzaga upset over Purdue tonight. The Duke Blue Devils are going up against the Houston Cougars. Now, Houston is number one. I've seen several number one teams fall already. We've seen it happen last night, so are we going to see it happen again? Well, if we are going to see it happen again, Jared McCain has been a marksman from the perimeter all season. He came up huge for them again Sunday, finishing with scoring of 30 points and making 8 threes. He is a on-fire freshman who's going to be stepping into a big defensive game against Houston. Now, on the other side of that, Jamal Sheed was a huge asset to them in the Texas A&M win, scoring 21 points, got 5 rebounds, and 10 assists. The man was lights out. Of course, he does have a loaded defense to play against as well when you look at the Duke side of things here. So it's going to be very contested, both sides for these two. But I like the ability that Houston has on the glass. It's similar to how UNC played going against Duke. I think that with the lights out shooting that Duke can have late in the games is going to be a huge asset for them as Houston's defense gets wore down and tired out. So I'm taking Duke Blue Devils to upset Houston in the finals of the Sweet 16. Brighton Blue Jays are going up against the Tennessee Volunteers to close out the Sweet 16 for us, starting at 10:09 Eastern Standard Time. Now, we have seen that Creighton loves to push the pace of the gameplay on defense down the floor, while Tennessee has struggled in transition defense. In my opinion, the game could be decided on who can dictate the pace of the game. which team truly wants the game is how this one is going to be decided. That's what we seen last night with Carolina and Alabama. It was who wanted it, who held the pace, and who dictated it at the end of the games. I truly believe Tennessee can be relied upon more game to game. Will have the best players on the floor when needed to ensure that even with the pace not being on their side, the high shots will count. The team's ability to score from all three levels and well distributed rate is going to be a key against the Blue Jays tonight. And I don't know if the Blue Jays will have enough to come back if they can get all three levels scoring at a good rapid pace. And even if the pace slows down, they can still get you with screens and good transition offense. So with this one, I will take the Tennessee Volunteers to win and go on to the Elite Eight. With that, March Madness is coming down to the finals of the Sweet 16, and this is our picks, predictions, and spoilers. Of course, if you like what you're seeing, hit that plus, become part of the Cracking community. Basketball fans, over.